Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's May 1st. May is an amazing month. It actually has two full moons. It's very rare. And actually, this is the only month that has the two full moons. So I really wanted to come on here and talk about that type of energy that's going to be coming through, that type of empowerment that's going to be coming through, the kinds of discomforts that are going to be presenting themselves. And May is about the celebration of growth, renewal, life. Okay, so we are bookending this month with a full moon where something has to be acknowledged, accepted, and released, and a full moon, the first and the 31st. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of information is starting to come through for you around alignment, because this is a year of alignment. My name is Adrienne. I am an evolutionary astrologer, a empowerment doula, a Reiki Shihan, and I really love taking the fear out of the cosmos so that we can use it to empower ourselves to go forward in our evolution. So today we're going to talk about this full moon in Scorpio. When you have a full moon, something's being acknowledged, something's being adjusted, something's being released. That's a full moon for you. And we've got this full moon that is bookending the month of May. Now, this is rare to have two full moons in a month, and it's really fabulous that it's happening in the month of May. With Beltane season, Beltane is the fire festival where, there's a sense of burning things off so that you can make room for new. And is that not what we're doing as far this year, as far as getting into alignment with things? We're letting old things go that no longer are in alignment for where we say we want to be and where we say we're going and what we say we are. So with this full moon, this bright full moon being in Scorpio, this depth, this digging, this research of hidden truths, hidden honesties with self. So it's really revealing the truths that are going to help you to clear away some of the debris, the brush, the bullshit that is not true. Okay. And there's some challenge around that. Obviously, there's challenge around, okay, well, these patterns, these thinkings, these thoughts actually got me to where I am, but now they're holding me back. So I do need to look at them in a different light. We are talking about this during a Gemini season. We are talking about this during a time where Uranus and Venus are both in Gemini as well. So you got to put that energy in this too. So we're clearing outdated thinking patterns, clearing old contracts. And we're doing that deep dive research with that Scorpion moon to find out what's truly not serving me, what's truly outdated. At this full moon in Scorpio, and it's about intense emotional insights, intuitiveness, intense intuitiveness, and the emotional depths of things. So we're talking about the depth, getting deep down into the darkness, the hidden, the shadows, even for transformation. Okay. So I want you to kind of remember it's about for transformation. You're transforming into what you say that you are for alignment, where you say you want to go, what you say you are, what you say you are representing. So let's just take a moment and settle. Get our cards ready to give us some support through this. I really liked I had to make sure I was recording because I can't tell you how many times. I can't tell you. All right. Let me just take a moment to connect with the cards. to come out of our monkey mind. So I am going to pull the support card first. This transit with, no, we're not doing that. This transit with Scorpio being the spicy kind of water energy right now. What's going to support us with that? And I'm going to leave it. It's already turned upside right, but I kind of saw what it was, but I'm going to let it go so that we can pull our challenge card and our gift card. Well, the challenge, it feels like it's going to be being in that type of water, that hot water, that while we are deep into the core of things, we're in such a depth that you would typically think it's going to be cooler. It's going to be hotter because they're going to have some uncomfortable questions, uncomfortable conversations coming up with self about your truth, your honest truth. So this is going to be our gift, and that's going to be our challenge. So our challenge, try really hard not to do reverse, but here we are in reverse. And it is the 10 of Cups. What's coming in it immediately, I love that it's a Pisces card, and we just talked about how Pisces was actually one of the supporting energies that's coming through. And with this one being upside down, I guess there's a kind of a warning or a caution of seeing these things that we're letting go as a poor kind of a trauma related experience, like poor me, pity me kind of a thing. Um, there's a also what's coming through is like these old contracts, these old agreements, these old attachments are not what's going to get you to a place where you can be in celebration, holding on to them. The celebration is that you've actually evolved, that you've actually seen the purpose, you've seen the benefit of these old attachments, these old agreements, these old contracts. They protected you in the past, and now it's time to let them go. There's a certain amount of sadness around seeing them go. But when you honor them in such a way as them being your building blocks, your building foundation, you can see them in a different way. You can experience them in a different way. And what I find interesting is Pisces is water, but with it upside down, it's fire. So it'd be interesting how that plays into the whole reading as far as that fire and how it comes into. And then our support card is the collective. And if I recall, I believe this was actually in reverse as well when it came out of the pile. And what that is coming through for me is that your support is going to come from your inner work. Your support is going to come from the fact that you know that these old contracts, that these old things, these things that you're burning away actually got you to where you are. And you did that for yourself. The support is actually going to be coming from your inner growth. It's also coming through to me like how they're reaching down. Like this is definitely Scorpion energy. Scorpion energy is going deep down. So for this to be a support card, a card that represents itself as supporting you through this type of energetic hotness of the water, there's no fear in going deep is what's coming through. There's no fear in going deep. So let's go to our gift card and see what comes through, because like I feel like this reading is all in reverse, which is kind of representative of where the full moon is actually occurring. So first thing that jumps out at me here is that this is Pluto about transformation. Yes, it's a reverse. It's in reverse. And as we face our deepest, darkest secrets, our deepest, darkest fears, because that's what Scorpio is asking you to do, is asking you to look at them, release what's no longer serving, acknowledge, accept, acknowledge, release, accept, acknowledge, release. And you're releasing it for transformation. So when we have the Judgment card in reverse, it's signifying self-doubt, resistance to change, reluctance to face reality, failure to face the facts, to face the truth. Because of like disappointments or blaming game. You know, your process is being hindered. So here we're looking at this full, I'm trying to wrap this up. I really, really am. So here we are looking at this full moon, which is asking us to look deeply at hidden topics, hidden emotions, triggers for hidden emotions. It's kind of leading back to, if you don't do that deep dive, you're not going to make that evolution. You're still going to be staying with that self-doubt. So if you're trying to release self-doubt, you really got to do a deep dive to see, where did this self-doubt come from initially? Deep dive, look, take the support of that Taurian sun, which is going to be your tether as Scorpio goes down deep to start doing this research. You've got the Taurus sun up here holding on, like tethering you to the present realm, to the current realm. But as you take that deep dive, if you make the choice to hold on to old ways of doing things that are no longer serving you. If you make the choice, and this choice is yours, absolutely. But don't forget, our year is about alignment, about aligning into what it is we say we are, who we say we are, and what we say we represent. So if you don't take a moment and reflect down and start looking at the old contracts, the old patterns, the old triggers, you're not going to evolve into something that's more in alignment of who you are right now. The celebration is looking at the bottom. So as we close out this full moon, this reading for this full moon, I want to just step back for just a second. Nothing's blocked, nothing's wrong, but there's some inner reflection that needs to happen here. What's running beneath the surface? Background in the back of your head. What triggers, what old patterns? And take a look at them from a place of truth, which, yes, can be scary, but take a look at them, knowing that you're doing it so that you can evolve. You're doing it for transformation. Yes, the cards were in reverse. And that to me is a reflection that this is definitely going to be an internal time. This is going to be a time for you to go within to find some answers, some hidden truths. And as you do that, things are going to come into light for you. Because if you take these cards and actually flip them over, once you do the inner work, it's a it's a phenomenal path. And if you want to go a little bit deeper into that, I did create a PDF and I'm going to do my best to link it down in the bottom in the show notes so that you can take 10, 15 minutes and then go into a really reflective pattern for yourself. Yeah, don't be afraid to do the inner work. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Um, my ultimate goal is to continue to empower you through these types of transitions. Take a moment. Start by getting honest with yourself. Be empowered. If you are enjoying it, please like, subscribe, share it. Please share it with somebody that this may resonate with as well. As always, it's been my pleasure, and I will be talking to you guys soon. Stay empowered.